Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Plugged In with Enovate AI. I'm Alex, and as always, I'm here with Jordan.
Good to be back. And today's conversation honestly feels overdue. We've been getting a ton of questions about automation, autonomy, and that blurry line between smart systems and smart oversight.
Yeah, especially now. Operators are moving from manual workflows into these fast-paced, AI-driven decision loops. The tech's accelerating, no question, but the real debate is, how much decision-making should we actually hand off to automation?
Exactly. So today we're kicking off our main discussion all about autonomous field operations, what's real, what's hype, and where the actual value sits.
Okay, to set the stage, let's talk about why automation even matters. Oil and gas operations are unpredictable. Pressures shift, flow regimes change, equipment ages, and no human can track thousands of data points at once.
Right. Machines don't get tired, they don't get distracted, and they can process massive volumes of data in milliseconds. The question becomes, should they act on it or just tell us about it?
And that's the debate. Some teams want full autonomy. Others want automation with guardrails. But honestly, most operators today are sitting in the middle, that human-in-the-loop sweet spot.
All right, let's transition into the next part of our discussion, the actual levels of automation, because automation isn't just one thing, it's a spectrum.
Totally. You've got Level 1, basic monitoring. Level 2, assisted adjustments. Level 3, automated suggestions. Level 4, automated actions with approval. And Level 5, full autonomy. Most operators today live between levels 2 and 4.
And honestly, that's a healthy place to be. Automation should lighten the load, not replace the engineer's intuition or experience.
All right, shifting gears a bit, let's talk about what should never be fully automated. There are decisions that still demand oversight, like choke changes, pressure adjustments, well restarts.
Not because machines can't do them, but because context matters. Weather, human activity on site, maintenance schedules, automation doesn't always see the full picture.
Now, on the flip side, let's talk about the wins. What should be automated today? Data consolidation? Automate it. Baseline optimization loops? Automate them. Anomaly alerts? Definitely automate.
Exactly. Gas lift optimization is the perfect example. Machines excel at reallocating tiny volumes based on real-time performance. Humans just can't compute that much data fast enough.
So right now, the value lives in automation that supports decisions, not replaces them.
One thing that's often overlooked is the cultural side of automation. You can roll out the most advanced system on Earth, but if the team doesn't trust it, it's dead on arrival.
Exactly. Trust comes from transparency. Show the data trail, show the physics, show why the system made the recommendation.
When teams feel like they're still part of the loop, adoption skyrockets.
All right, it's time for this week's Tech Spotlight, and today we're shifting from drilling to emissions. We're taking a closer look at Enovate AI's emissions forecasting platform, one of the tools that's redefining how operators model, plan, and reduce carbon output.
Yeah, and this one tackles a challenge that hits financial, operational, and sustainability performance all at once. When emissions are inaccurately modeled or reported, teams underestimate impact, misjudge budgets, and can even walk straight into unexpected liabilities like regulatory fines or carbon taxes.
Exactly. And the solution here is all about precision. Enovate uses advanced statistical modeling paired with IoT measurements to forecast carbon emissions or energy production in real time, for wells, platforms, or even entire power systems.
The cool part is how the models are built. They're based on two deep learning frameworks that were trained using high-intensity focus recognition. The data gets split into two sets, one to train the model and one to test its accuracy. So the system isn't guessing, it's validating itself continuously.
And the benefit is huge. By accurately predicting emissions, operators can spot high-emission zones early, allocate resources efficiently, and plan mitigation strategies before they become expensive problems.
Plus, having that real-time insight unlocks everything from better budgeting to improved operational efficiency. You get lower energy costs, higher sustainability performance, and long-term value without the surprises.
And all of this ties right back to today's big theme. Real-time visibility is what makes smarter automation possible. If you can forecast emissions in real time, you can manage them in real time. And that's where the industry is heading.
All right, that's a wrap for this week's episode of Plugged In with Enovate AI. We covered a lot. automation, autonomy, and how smart systems actually support people rather than replace them.
And that emissions forecasting platform really shows how visibility turns into value. If you want to dive deeper, head to Enovate.ai.
You can catch this episode on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts.
Thanks for listening. We'll see you next time.